The friend of me storyteller. Wait, so all of this super embarrassing stuff could have been easily avoided?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Why didn't you think of that?
I mean, it's more of a friend's story, not mine. Like, I wasn't there. I just heard about it.
That friend of yours really needs to think more before doing things.
I'll tell him.
The actually a friend of me storyteller. And that's how I saved the cat and got the number of a real cutie. I guess good deeds really pay off, huh? Wait a minute! Isn't that the story of how Marin and George met each other?
Yeah, and aren't you terribly afraid of heights? I remember you not even going down the slide at the playground.
The full body storyteller.
I told her, if that huge thing comes crashing down and smashes the car, I am not going to pay for it. But what do you think she said? She told me to just go to sleep, as if that would magically fix the problem. When I told her a second time, she just shushed me. Like, what was I supposed to do?
The unfocused storyteller.
Anyway, that's how I got my new fridge. But as I was saying, when I walked to the park, someone's dog. Have I told you about the time where I almost bought a dog yet? It was like 3 years ago. My girlfriend at the time, I met her at this cute cafe actually. The chocolate cake was amazing. They had good croissants too. Have I told you how I almost became a baker yet? Actually, the bakery was right next to the cafe.
The persistent storyteller. That's when she finally showed up, and you know what's crazy? My, have I been talking for a whole hour already? Man, you will be glad to hear this then. This wasn't even half the story. We are like at the intro. I am just getting started. Matter of fact, I haven't even talked about all the people involved yet. The scope of this story is kind of unbelievable. I will actually take the day off today, so I can really go into detail. This is going to be so much fun. Where was I? All right, she had finally showed up and... Oh, you are awake again. What I was saying was that the hot-blooded storyteller. And then after that, they said that it was my fault. What do you mean it was my fault? I'll show you whose fault this was. Don't you dare hide behind that screen. Yeah, doesn't look like my fault now, does it? Choose a side. Whose side are you on? Choose a side. The grandpa storyteller. I was going to buy flowers for her because...
Oh, I once bought flowers for my sweet love too. It was 1973. A beautiful summer breeze was hitting my then still young skin. I was quite the sight for sore eyes back then, wasn't I?
He sure was. Still is.
Oh, sweetheart, aren't you still as pretty as you were on that day? My.
The big laugh. And then he I was going to and then and and that's the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. The adventurer. Whoa! Where did you get that? We were diving for a long lost treasure in a hidden bay in South Africa when I found it. Wow! And this one? That was gifted to me by the last member of the Moon Snakes, an ancient cult in the far west of China. Let me guess. This stone here is an artifact from some kind of alien civilization you discovered? No, it's just a cool looking rock I found. You're strange sometimes, you know. The llama. The girl is like super cute. Like, look, I got her in like only 180 pulls. That's what, like 360 bucks? But she is my waifu, and you really can put a price on love. Like, look how pretty she is. What's wrong? Are you jealous? Sorry, man. She's mine. Forgetful storyteller. And when I left the bar, a person, no, wait, I meant the lady. She asked me for what do you call it? A lighter. But I had quit smoking at that point, so I didn't have one. No, that's right. I was still a smoker at the time, but I had forgotten it in the bar. So when I reached into my jacket, I was trying to find it. Oh, what's important to say is this was like winter, and she wasn't wearing a jacket or anything. So I gave her my jacket and head back into the bar to get the lighter. But when I came out, she was gone. And my jacket was too. So I was quite disappointed. But a day later, wait, how was that possible again? Oh yeah, right. I had given her my number back at the bar. I remember now. That's where we were standing outside together. Anyway, the next day she called and asked when I was free to come over to get my jacket. Now that I think about it, did I give her my hat and scarf as well? The misunderstood storyteller. I was alone against 5 of them, each one looking fiercer than the other. They kept just walking towards me and murmuring to each other. I mean, I knew it would have been wiser to just leave my food if I didn't want to completely get shit on, but I bravely stood my ground. I just continued eating. At some point, they thankfully lost interest.
Wow, I'm glad you're okay. People can be really scary.
People? I was talking about pigeons. Bonus! The misunderstood number 2?
Like, it was this small. Can you believe it? Like, how's that even allowed? Like, of course I expected it to be bigger. It doesn't have to be this big, but you know. And when he asked if I was okay or if my legs were hurting, I couldn't hide my disappointment. I almost just laughed at him. What was I supposed to say? It's not like I could have just gotten up and looked around for seats with a bigger leg space. Those airlines really need to step up their game.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, you can click on the subscribe button and hit the bell to not miss out on any future uploads. See you then!